Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw 2. My name's Ramny, and this is another episode of Mini How to Draw. Before we begin, I just want to say a few things. As usual, what you guys need is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pen so you can ink afterwards. As you're watching this tutorial, remember that you can pause at any time so you can catch up on your drawings. We all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And also, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely fine as well. So having said all of that, let's get to the tutorial. All right, you guys, so to get started with X-23, the all-new Wolverine, we're going to have our paper in portrait mode this time. I feel like I haven't done this this format in a long time. But let's get started. First thing is we want to get the proportion of her body right. So let's start at the top, and we're going to draw a circle for the head. And you don't want to draw it too big. I'm drawing it this size, about this far from the top. Okay, from there, I'm going to tilt her head slightly like this. And then draw, let's draw that center line going down her face right now. Draw the cheek lines, and then just draw a pointy chin for now. We'll leave it like that for now, okay? And then let's draw a neck going down. So the neck is going straight down while the head is tilted. So here's the neck. Let me zoom in on that. Okay, and now from here, I'm going to draw the shoulders. They just go out like this. And then about this much and this much, this is going to be where her chest is, and the rest of it is going to be the shoulders and the arms. So about, like, as you draw this shoulder line and this shoulder line, you want to find these spots right here. You want to draw a line, just two little lines going down, and then you want to draw the chest, and you want to give it a nice proportion right there, right? You don't want it too big, otherwise she'll look top heavy. So there's that. You want to make sure that this right here, the size of this, like the height of it, is about the size of her head. So you don't want it too big, because we're going to draw her torso, and if you do that, her torso is going to look really long. Okay, so that's a good size. And then find a spot right here. So imagine this line sort of going through like this, and this line going through. So find a spot going down like this. So we're going to draw the waist, and the waist goes, it's an hourglass, so it sort of goes in like that, and then goes back out again. But this way, this is going to be a different kind of curve than this one. This one sort of goes like this. Okay, so her hips, the placement of her hips is going to be different on each side. All right, so from here, I'm going to draw a line going like this. This is where her thigh is going to come out of. And right here, goes in, goes out. And then right here at this bump right here, you want to draw this curve like that. Okay, and then they should meet right here. This is, of course, going to be the crotch. All right. Now you want to extend this a little further out. And then right here at the crotch, you want to start drawing the thighs. So let's draw a line going down like this. And this one goes out like this. Okay. So now you want to shape it so that you get, okay. From here, I'm just going to draw a line going out. This is where the thigh sort of folds. Okay. Now, look at the waist compared to your shoulders. You don't want this to be too narrow, and you don't want it to be too wide. So this is about a good size. So find this and sort of imagine the shoulder is going to be right here and right here. So you want this to be about the same. Right there. Okay, you don't want it too narrow or too wide. So that's good. Now you want to look at your torso now and look from the top of the head to here. You want to make sure that this is her torso right there. You want to make sure that this is proportional, not too long and not too short. And if you look at it from here, you want to make sure that this looks about this length. All right. Once you have all of that, feel free to pause the video if you need to make some adjustments. But once you have all of it, then we can continue. From here, muscle goes out this way. This right here, it sort of goes like that, and then a new muscle comes out like this. Okay, so it's slowly, she's got her legs spread like this, so you want to slowly draw this line going this way. And this, you don't want the thigh to be too big. Okay, so you want the thigh to be proportional as well. So what you want to do is, here's the thigh right here. So you want to make sure that this thigh is about that size in comparison to the body. Okay, and then here's the gluteus, or the butt part, the side of the butt. So that's how you want it. So she's fairly tall in this drawing, and we're probably just going to leave it. Okay, here's the knee. And I'm just going to draw a little line. Again, I'm making my line spread out. It's a little line like this, and then right here, it starts to spread out because that's where the calf muscle is going to be. But we're only going to draw it up to here. Okay, now let's go back to here, and you want to make sure that this thigh and this thigh are the same length and the same width. Okay, so let's start with the middle. Okay, it goes in like this, so see how this changes direction slightly. This muscle right here does the same thing, changes direction, but it goes straight down. Okay, now here's the waist, goes out this way, and I want it to go out about that much. So see, this right here should be the same as this, and then I start bending this in like that. Okay, now right here should be where the knee is going to be. So I'm just going to draw this little muscle where the thigh sort of curves towards the knee. Here's the knee part. I'm going to draw a straight line right here, and then just out, and then this one just goes out like that. Okay, so there's the legs right there. Actually, I think I want to make this a little bit, I want to make it go in a little bit more, a little bit sooner, I mean, like that. There you go. So there's the Wolverine, the all-new Wolverine, X-23. That's the general shape of it. Let's draw the arms now. And you see where I have the waist, this waistline right here. This is where you want the elbows to sort of end up. So let's draw this arm first. Let's zoom in on that. Okay, it goes like that. So you want this to have a curve to it, and this as well. And then you want the arm coming out like this. And then down here as well. As with the female characters in comic books, you don't want to make them too muscular unless that is their trait. You know, like She-Hulk is usually drawn pretty muscular because she is a strong character. But for the rest of the superheroines, they're usually drawn more elegantly with smoother lines like this. So here's where I'm going to place the elbow. Just going to draw a little line like that. And now I want the forearm to kind of go out like this. But it goes out and then goes in. And same thing here, goes out and then goes in like this. So it creates this kind of an upside down bottle right here. And now from here, this is where I'm going to have the fist. Okay, so about the same place that you have your this line right here. Just draw a straight line right here, line going across right there, down, in, and then out. And then I'm just going to draw a curve like that. Okay, I can draw two lines right now. This is, of course, going to be her signature double claws instead of 3. And you notice that it sort of curves out as you reach the tip. And it's a good distance right there. Okay. So for the claws, because they retract, imagine these claws, when they're retracted, they sort of hide within the forearm. So you kind of want it to be about the same size as the forearm. You can exaggerate it a little bit. That's fine. But for the most part, you don't want it to be much, much bigger than the forearm. Okay. So there's one arm, and the other arm tucks in behind her. So here's the chest part, goes down like this. Okay, here's the elbow part, and I want this to come out, and I want the hand to be a little bit lower than this line. I want it to come out over here. Okay, I'm going to draw that. This is the wrist. Let me draw the hand, the fist. So here's a line going across, down, in, out, and then just round that off. Same thing as this right here. Okay, so we'll do that, and then let's work our way backwards. There you go. Okay, and for this one, you want to make sure that the way that it's spread is similar to the way that this is spread out. And of course, the length should be the same. So that's good right there. Now let's zoom out. This is as far as my camera can zoom out, so I apologize for that. And this is the shape that you guys should have. So this is the basic general shape for Wolverine. Let's draw a line going straight down her neck here. And it sort of makes this, this right here, a curve right here going straight down, and then it goes in like this, and then goes straight down. Here's the belly button, so you kind of want to make a little bump for the belly button there, and then go straight down to the crotch like that. So there's the middle line that we need. Okay, now let's zoom in on X-23's face, and let's start working on the details of her costume and her face as well. I'm going to erase the bottom of that initial circle that we did. Trying to get this in camera as best as I can. Now here you want the face to start to get the shape right. You want to make sure that you got the lines nice and smooth. So you want to try to get that shape. Okay, here's a tip right here. This is where I'm going to have the nose. I'm going to draw a little V like that. And then from the V, I'm going to draw lines that sort of go up the cheek. And as you reach the ends, you want two lines going down here and here. So this is going to be the mouth part of the mask, where her lower face is exposed. There you go. Now just right here, we're going to go back over here and we're going to draw another V that sort of goes like this. And then it goes in like that. Okay, where it goes in is where you want the eye line to be. So here's the eye line and here's the eye line. It sort of follows the same angle that this goes. So that's the eye line right there. Before we continue with the eye, let's work on the mouth. Little V like that. And then this is going to be a little bit difficult, even for me, because you want her to have a growling smile. So I'm going to draw this straight line like this and like this. Line going like that. And you want to thicken the top line. So you want to make that a little bit thick with your pencil and with your ink later on. Now let's draw the bottom down here. Two little lines. And then you want to create this expression where she's sort of smiling, but she's sort of angry as well. You'll see it more on the eyes that she's angry, but in the mouth, if you just cover the eyes, it does look like she's smiling. So here's what you want to do. Of course, for these, you don't want to draw individual teeth. We're going to just draw some slight little lines showing that she's got her teeth. She's biting down, but you don't want to start drawing individual teeth. So you just want to keep it like that. Okay, if you draw individual teeth, it's not going to look pretty. Okay, now let's draw the eyes. You want them to look angry, and you want to place them so that they're about that far, and you want to make sure that they're equidistant from the center, right? Equal distance from the center. So I made a little point right here and here to give her that angry look, and I'm going to leave her eyes clear. I'm not going to draw pupils or anything. Okay, now the signature Wolverine mask goes out. It billows out like this. So we're going to, let me zoom out first. And we're going to draw this going out like that. And here, same thing. And she kind of looks like Hawkgirl right now. Or even the comic Ant-Man. Or Wasp, I mean. So it goes out like that. Now, this line right here goes out like this. And like this. And from here you want about this far away from the face mask, or from the face, but that much away, and you can start closing it in. And that's a good distance. You want to start closing that in. Just draw a line like this, and then a line going out, like a line going in like that. So there's the female version of Wolverine's mask, very iconic mask. All right, here I'm going to draw a very light line. That's the forehead line. This is, of course, going to be the top of her head. So you want to differentiate between the top of her head and shape it a little bit nicer. Okay, so shape the top of the head with the forehead, just to give it that delineation, I guess you could say. Now I'm erasing these lines right here. So you got this shape for Wolverine. Okay, now you can create a more of a growl by just drawing that line and that line right there, and two lines going from the center, or from here, just going like that. And also you want to, if you guys want to, you can add some wrinkles right here, going like that, so that all of those lines combined together give her that growl. So that's what I mean by an angry smile. Okay, but she's not done. With X-23, her hair actually sticks out of the mask. So here's her hair. I'm just going to draw an outline of where her hair goes at the top of the head here. Looks a little funny, but trust me on this. So it goes out like this. I'm just going to draw it going across the mask here, but of course we're going to erase that later on. It's going to go down towards the shoulder like this, and then just down like that. From here, the side of the face goes like this, and then I'm just going to roll it towards the shoulder like that. Okay, erase that part, erase this part. So there's the hair right there. Now, from here, it goes down, and you want this hair to billow out like this. So the wind is going to come from this side. It's going to blow her hair this way. So let's go to the shoulder here. I'm just going to draw a curl like this, and from here, like that. And I'm just going to layer that. So here's another curl, and I'm going to keep doing that until, oh, let's see, it sort of goes like this. Okay, you want to draw that curve right there, and you want to keep layering it until you get this thickness. Okay, let's go over here now. We're going to make it go out like that. Okay, of course, from here, it goes out this way. And then I'll do one more from here, going out like this. Okay, so there's the hair, and you can start drawing just lines that show how her hair is flowing. You could do this a lot better in the inking stage of your drawing. Okay, so I'm just being very random with the way that I got my hair. I want some hair to go down as well, and then I want some hair to go out to the side. Like that. Over here, I'm just going to draw some hair going up and out. Sorry, up and out like that. And over here, hair like that, and hair like this. There you go, there's X-23's hair. Now let's focus in on her costume. I'm going to first start drawing 2 lines going down the neck on each side of that center line, right there. And then you want kind of this curve, or this line that goes from the chest here, going that way. And same thing over here. Just draw it very lightly, that's not how the costume goes. So you want this line going like this and like this. And then you want that to go down this way, okay? So I'm erasing those because you want this shape like this and like this. And you want to contour it to the shape of her body. So here's a curve right there, and it goes down right here, like that. And you actually want it to go down the thigh and in towards this little corner. Sorry, you want it to go down the thigh and into this little corner right here. Okay, so I'm going to draw this line and then this line going kind of the middle of the thigh. And I want to do the same thing over here, from here going like this, and then middle of the thigh around. Okay, so I want to connect this line with this line right here. But as you do it, you want to make sure that the shape of it is, it's sort of following the curves of X-23's body. This is a skin-tight costume, so you want, like, these lines actually give it a 3-dimensional shape to it. Okay, so it goes in like this, and then goes down, and it just goes like this. All right. Now the tiger stripes. Okay, first let's shape the chest a little bit. Let me erase this line right here. We don't need that anymore. Let's do the tiger stripes while we're at it. So from here, just a triangle that barely touches this point right here. One there, and then right here. So one above this little point, the narrowest point of the waist, and then one just below it. And then of course you do the same thing from the other side. One there, and one like this. Okay. Now let's go up here. Let's do the tiger stripe that is up on the shoulders. So so we drew this line right here. So find this point that's right in the middle. So this point right here. And then you just want to draw a triangle that goes up like that to the shoulder. And you do the same thing over here. Find this point and then a triangle that goes up. And this is going to be covered by the hair, so don't worry about that. let's draw a line going across from here. I'm just going to draw a line going across like that. And let's draw the neck a little bit. I'm just going to draw some lines going in so that it indicates that this is her neck here. And this is, of course, her collarbone. I'm going to draw a line going down, and I'm going to draw a little line going up. All right, so there's that. We're pretty much done with, well, with the costume. Let's draw the belt. Right here, find the center line, and then draw a circle that's in which the center line sort of runs through the center of that circle. So draw that circle and then draw another circle inside of it, like that, and then draw an X. So from here, 2 lines going across, and then on the other side, 2 lines going across, like that. Combined, it should have the X logo, like that. Okay, now from the top, imagine this going across like this, and across like this. And then at the bottom, goes across this way and this way. So you should have these lines going through, and of course that's going to be for the belt. Just going to erase some of these guidelines here. Okay, from here, on each side of the circle, I'm going to draw 2 lines, 1, 2, right there, and then here, 1, 2, and they touch the circle, the belt buckle, at the tips right here. Okay, close those off, and then just let the line go across this way, and then once you reach the edge here, you want to give it a little bit of thickness, so it comes out a little bit further out. And same thing right here, this way. So that's the belt right there. Let's just work on the crotch. That's good. You can erase these lines, but you want to keep that center line. Okay. Now let's go back over here. Let's draw she's got some yellow on the arms. It just goes from the armpit, it goes to the bottom of this shoulder curve, like that. And then from here, it goes up like this. Okay, same thing over here, but you don't really see much of it, so it just goes here, out like that to the edge, and then from here goes up like this. Okay, and now finally, the last thing we're going to do is the arms, the hands. Okay, first thing is I'm just going to draw some wrinkles right here. That's the armpit, the elbow armpit, I guess. I don't actually know what to call it. Okay, here's the wrinkles on the wrist. Now I'm going to shape the thumb first. So here's a line going like this, and then a line going like this, and then right here is where I'm going to draw the thumb. So I actually want it to go like this. Okay, and then goes towards the center of the wrist. Now over here, I'm going to start finding the fingers. So let's draw a line like that, and then I'll draw another one over here. Find the center, so here's the center, and then divide this again. 1, 2, like that. And then of course right here, 1 and 2. So that's pretty much it. And then just round them off so that they look like fingers. And this line right here sort of becomes the knuckles. Okay, and then right here, I'm just going to draw a little line going out like that. And that is how you draw one hand. Now all you got to do is straighten the claw. You want to make that nice and smooth. Okay, and then lastly, the same thing on the other side. Okay, let's start with the thumb first. So this goes down to the center, and the thumb goes out like this. Okay. Now, 1, 2 lines going across, then find the center, and then 1, 2 right here, and then just 1 on this side. Okay, and then just shape them so that they look like fingers. Okay, a little line right here, some lines on the wrist, and then shape the claws. And once you have that, you guys, we're pretty much done. At the bottom here, you can, I guess, start shaping the boot, the top of the boot. It just goes from here and out like that. And then it goes back like this and like this. Okay, and right here, you don't really see much of it. It just goes out like this, and then down again. And we're just going to leave it like that. That's just going to be left for another day. And I think we've got it, you guys. That is how you draw X-23 as the all-new Wolverine. This is, of course, because Logan has already come out, and I'm definitely going to watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And that is all the time that we have. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you are proud of your drawings, I would love to see it. So please go to the Google Plus community and post your artwork there for all of us to enjoy. If you are curious about the equipment that I use to do my tutorials or to make my videos, I have links to those in the description below. Clicking on those links helps to ensure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff like this for you guys free of charge. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you guys subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters and easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So if you guys do like what you see, please hit that subscribe button below this video. And if you guys feel like being awesome and you want to support this channel even more, I have a support button that is on the main page of my channel. I have merchandise for sale, such as this shirt right here and this mug right here. Links to those in the description. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys like this video, commented below, or shared this video with your friends in social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a coloring page of this tutorial and my other tutorials in this channel. Again, links below. Finally, thank you once again, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys in my next video.